Morning the 21st, just after the server merge, and I thought I'd jump onto the public test server and check out the update that literally has just dropped a few hours ago. Now, the first thing that I noticed here on Hossin, obviously, was the fact that I was on Hossin and it looks amazing, but also the fact that the mission icon has changed to an exclamation mark, which initially gave me flashbacks to WoW. However, it's a lot more subtle than the icons that we had before. So I'm reasonably happy for that for now, if that is what they are intending on doing. So yeah, it's fine. Initially I'm slightly annoying, but yeah, I'm cool with it. Now I've actually had a chance to think about it for like 3 seconds. Anyway, what I thought I would check out first of all is the UI for the outfit recruitment, but it does appear to be a bit bugged. So I threw together this quick outfit. And you can see this obviously looks pretty standard, but you've got the UI decal label up there where you can edit and choose your different decals. Now, apparently this is going to be set via the outfit leaders decal, but, well, I've got a few decals unlocked on this and it's not letting me do it. So, not sure about that, but hopefully that gets fixed. And obviously it will. I mean, you can see that you've got all these UI button edits and all the rest of it, which are obviously placeholders. I tried changing the language settings, but which occasionally fixes this, but it did not seem to work. Anyway, you've also got these couple of buttons down here. You've got the outfit browser, which lets you search for it, and you can see there's specialisms which you can refine your searches by, as well as classifications, which I'll get into in a moment. Now, my outfit should be listed, but it's not there. But again, obviously work in progress. Now, there is this button down at the bottom, which has come in next to the nanocycler, and I would presume that that is for outfits and searching for outfits. Now, because I'm in an outfit, that's grayed out, I guess, but I've not checked that. I do believe that it wasn't actually clickable before I set up this outfit a minute ago. Anyway, if I go on to the manage recruitment, it shows you what options there are. You can set whatever you like in here, so that for example, and you can then put an outfit description to allow people to see what you're all about. So I don't know, we like spandex, yeah, that'll work. Anyway, you've then got the specialization. Now there's no options in there currently, and there's no options in classification. Now specialization, I would imagine, would be things like infantry, aircraft, tanks, maybe even special ops, I suppose, or maybe just general. I'd kind of hope that there is an option to do that for the larger outfits that don't have any kind of specialization whatsoever. You've then got classification. Now classification, not really sure what that could be. That could be, I suppose, hardcore or casual. It could be, well, basically those two, I suppose. Tactical, I suppose you might also get, but a few things that you could potentially put in there, I suppose. Now, you've also got then the option for an instant join, so people can immediately, they apply, they get it straight in, and there's accept application. So I imagine you can tick off the different ones that you want to accept and then accept them. Now, notice that you've only got the name, you've got the BR, and that's it. There is no other detail, no other information. There's a lot of space in this box, so I'm kind of hoping that they might put in other things like, I don't know, score per minute, most played class, most favourite vehicle, number of Araxian medals, I don't know, things like this. Playtime, I suppose, would be quite interesting. But you could have kill-death ratio, but well, for those outfits, that's important too. And it's a worthwhile metric, I would argue, personally. But I can understand why some people might not want that. But yeah, you've got a lot of options, and I certainly think they could be putting, and should be putting, a lot more detail into here. And obviously, if they don't, I'll no doubt put up some mock-ups of what they could do in my usual style. Anyway, so that's that, which is decent. I'd quite like to see a little bit more detail, as you may have seen on some of my previous mock-ups that I've made. But yeah, it's a start, and it's looking pretty good. And combined with outfit-based capture, showing off your outfit label, it's going to be a good change. Now, apart from that, you can see that I am here on Hossin, and I'm at this base, which is, if you look down on the bottom in the minimap, it says this is Construction Site Alpha. And if you look on Hossin, there's a whole range of different bases, and as Higby's mentioned, there are a lot of different construction sites as well. These construction sites are basically cookie cutter bases, and kind of clones of this one, I imagine, which is where I am currently. Now, you can see that there's two spawn rooms on the kind of high ground here. There's also a bit of cover, and you can drop down off the top of this, and you've got your vehicle terminal inside, which is going to be accessed from above. Now, you've got this kind of swampland beneath, which is obviously a bit in Hossin, reasonable. Not much cover on this particular one, but I imagine they can drop in some extra rocks, bushes, etc., around it. So, biting down from this high ground, you've got lots of cover pushing up to these boxes. You've got some of these nice hollow crates there. And if you get into the actual capture building, you can see that you've got one of these big warehouses, which are quite nice. You've got lots of verticality because you've got these walkways around the edge, and the actual cap point, so it's kind of almost king of the hill right in the centre. You've got to get up on here, very exposed, very open, but you can also sneak around underneath potentially as well. Now out the back of this, you then got another warehouse across this, well, I say open ground, but you've got a decent amount of cover, I suppose. And out here, you've got, as I say, this the second base. Some interesting stuff on the ceiling, which is all right. Not quite sure why. I suppose it might make it tricky throwing grenades, I suppose, but well, makes it interesting at the very least. So, ooh, I've got a hole in the ground here. Let's drop down. Nice energy lift pushing you back up, so you can attack from underneath. And here's our entrance, which could be quite a nice kind of fight through. So the attackers most likely enter the base in this direction, get a Sunder in there. What is going on over here? So this is where the actual base in the future is going to have its cap point. But anyway, give you a vehicle rearm over there. If I jump back up, so these attackers are going to come through this building, out the other side, swing around either this way or the other way. I've got some stairwells up here, so you don't have to be forced your way up through that building. You can slip around the sides, and then of course you can get up to the cap point, which is alright. And it should be a well-designed little base, and obviously you can use gal drops, light assaults, etc., to bypass the natural choke points of the base, as you should. Give you a few more tactical options. Right, now really, that's all I wanted to say today, because well, I've not seen one of these before. These large crushers, whatever they are, dustbins. Nice. Anyway, that's all that's really new on the test server that I can show you very quickly. There is continent locking, apparently, which, well, once an empire is captured, well, got domination over the continent, they can then lock it, and then it forces you to play somewhere else, which is an interesting thing, although the current domination rules, I'm not quite sure how often that's really going to happen. So, yeah. Right, that's all I really wanted to say today, guys. But all in all, getting Hossin finally live is going to be great, even if it is with these I can't say cookie cutter. With these cloned bases. I'll use a different word instead. That's always the way forward. So yeah, even with these cloned bases, it's going to be interesting, and just getting into it is going to be great, especially with the number of other bases that are bang up to date, all the different ones around, because there's some really nice ones, as other people have shown you, and the devs have been tweeting images an awful lot as well. Right, thanks very much for watching, guys.